Hi YouTube, this is Chat Tea with Sasha and Alicia.
We are two best friends living in two different states. We chat all things reality TV, as well as single life, married life, and things going on in the world.
Yes, and if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps us out more than you guys know for the almighty YouTube algorithm. And make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So today we are going to talk about The Bachelorette, Tayshia, episode 6. So
Yes.
let's get into it. We jump right into a group date. And we have the group date. Okay. So for those of you, there's still too many freaking guys. And I still have a hard time figuring out who the hell these people are. But a few of them I know. But we got Bennett, Damar, Joe, Ben, Ed, Chasen, and Ivan.
Yes.
Okay. So these are a group date. And the group date is going to be a challenge, and the guys have to go through a series of tests and questions, and it's going to determine whether they are a grown-ass man or a man-child. And to join us on this group date is going to be Ashley and Jared. You guys should know them from past Bachelorette seasons and from Paradise, and that's where they met, and they are married, and, you know, they're one of the franchise's actual couples that made it. So, yeah, so they come along to help us out on this group date. Bennett, do you know who that one is?
I do. I don't like him.
I don't like him either.
For some reason, Tayshia's feeling him, I feel like, but I don't know why. I don't like
either.
him.
I can't understand why. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like he's a producer pick.
I feel like he's a producer same. Pick. But then, does that mean Tayshia has to, like, tell the cameras that she really is into him because it's a producer pick? Is that part of it?
Not usually, no, unless she's, I don't know, maybe it is part of it that they have to, like,
play it up a little?
A little bit, yeah, because I remember other villains in the past, like, they always like the villain.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Whoever the villain is, and, like, they feel something special, so they can't let him go yet. Because they know everybody wants him to send home. Because Bennett's just, I don't know, he's just too
pompous, arrogant, annoying. Everything about him annoys me.
He's the way kind of like that stereotypical, I would picture with, like, that Upper East Side guy that goes to the, like, New York, that goes to the Hamptons in the summer. Like, I don't want to say he's too, like,
and acts like a douchebag,
pompous and all that. Yeah, absolutely, the attitude that he's better than everyone.
Yes, that attitude, and he doesn't even have to speak to have that attitude. He just like carries it around with him. Yeah. I don't know why he's still there. Hopefully he is a producer pick and he gets out of here because I don't like it. From the beginning, he's giving us problems in the state. So there's like a portion that's like a tug of war. And of course, you know, he can't participate because of a past knee injury. So he's got to sit this one out. I say that puts him in the man-child category right off the bat.
100%.
I say sorry guys. I say way too much. I've been watching my videos back as I'm editing them, and I got to get better on that. So I'm going to work on it. We're going to try. I say that word.
Put an meter for you.
Huh?
You should put an meter on here.
Oh God, that would take too long. Take a shot every time I say No, don't do that. You'll get sick. Yeah, I don't. Sorry, I can't afford the hospital bills. Don't do that. So. Yeah, the only thing I did like on this date was the bed and breakfast challenge. That was fun because I was like, yeah, man who could make me bed and breakfast and bring it to me. Like, yeah, I'll sign up for that. That'd be fun.
I don't sit there when they bring me food. It's fine.
Exactly. I mean, Tayshia seems up for it. The rest of the date was kind of stupid to me, but, well, you know, that's what we see on Bachelor. That's just the norm.
Yeah.
We see some of these lame things. But that was cool, and Bennett annoys me. His stupid robe that he changed into annoyed me.
Mm-hmm.
The only point I'll give him is that for the breakfast portion, he made beignets. So, that's the only thing he's got.
True.
Yeah. My cousin Janae loves those. Those are like her absolute fave.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. So, whenever we're together and we're in a place that has them, we will definitely get them. Because
that's awesome. Yeah, they're good.
Because they're really good. And it's not something I have a whole lot. But it always makes me think of her. I love my cousin.
Aww.
I know. I miss her. Damn coronavirus. I haven't seen her in so long.
Since
She lives
last
in
year,
Arizona.
right?
Huh?
Probably since like last year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been a year. I mean, normally I would have been out there. She lives in Arizona, guys, so we're not far. 5.5 hour drive, 45-minute plane ride. So normally I would have been out there to visit her, or she would have come here and visited. But yeah, this year.
Has she met Haven yet? I don't think she has.
Yes, because her and Elaine both, when Haven was born, came out and did a week each, and they had a couple days overlap. Right. Yeah, that's so we all got to hang out together, which was really, really nice because my sister and my cousin and I, guys, are very, very close. So it was really nice that when Haven was born. So yeah, but that was a year ago.
Oh.
I mean, that was so long ago. Ugh.
Crazy how fast this year's gone.
Next year, thank God, because 2020 can suck it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so sorry guys. This one's gonna be a little lame because I was not feeling this episode a whole lot. I don't think you were either, A.
Sorry, I should probably y'all, I am tired. My dog, this is an episode about Sasha and I. My freaking dog, I didn't fall asleep till 1, and then my dog woke me up at 3 crying, and it's not, you guys know the Cardi B sound that she makes, that, oh, or whatever it is?
You gotta roll that R.
Her crying was sounding like the rolling of that R, and that's how I know she's in pain. But she wasn't. I think my dog's going blind, and I forgot to give her eye drops all day yesterday, so I think like she kept getting lost in the living room because it was late at night, and she'd get up to get a drink of water, she'd get lost, and then she'd try to find her way to her blanket. I think that's what was happening. And then she also tries to tell me when she has to go to the bathroom. But from like 3 to 6 a.m., she was crying. So I'm a little bit tired today, y'all.
Yeah, so we're just going to run through this.
You got 2 kids, I get it.
So we're just going to run through this real quick. I'm going to kind of give you guys a real quick synopsis, and, we'll comment on what we actually care about, because I love Bachelorette. I'm still going to continue to watch it, but sometimes it does kind of drag on, and sometimes there's not like a whole lot of things to talk about, but I still want to kind of tell you guys, run through real quick what happened.
We want to keep y'all in the loop because it is a season, and in a couple of episodes, like once the episodes go from 2 hours of a bunch of stuff to 1 hour, they get a lot more dramatic, because then you've really got guys getting feelings, you've got her catching feelings.
And then you're focusing on like 2 or 3 guys and about things that are actually happening.
And right
versus
now,
these group dates.
There's too many guys bouncing around. Anyway.
There's too many people. So, okay, so the group date ends, or not ends, sorry, but this game is done. This man-child game is done. The man-child award goes to Ed. And for losing the game, essentially, he has to carry around a fake baby, and this baby cries. Like, it's one of those babies that's like a training baby, so it will just randomly cry, and you have to try and soothe it. Like, you can't really turn it off. So, good for Ed. He gets to carry this damn baby around the whole rest of the night, too, because he brings it to, like, everything. The rest of the date, the party. Like, he carries this baby all around the place. So, he gets points in my book for that, because, he wasn't bitching or whining about it. He was laughing about it. The grown-ass man award goes to Bennett. I literally screamed out loud no at my TV when they awarded Bennett.
My reaction, I just rolled my eyes and was like, I can't watch.
Why? And the rest of the guys aren't impressed with this either. They have the same reaction we do. Like, really? I
get it, ABC. You got to have the villains, but wasn't clear enough.
Producer pick. Okay?
100% he is. He will not make it to the end. He is a producer pick.
He's not making it to the end. And he should have made it
enough time with him
winner
to
of that group.
Any kind of anything. Now, if he starts getting a one-on-one, if he gets a one-on-one, I'll not call him a producer pick.
If he gets a one-on-one,
I feel like he's gonna go on the 2-1. I feel like he's gonna go on the 2-1.
He would be a good 2-1. If he gets a 1-on-1, I feel like he's going home. And if he's on a 2-on-1, I feel like he's going home. At least when the producer's there.
I don't know about a 1-on-1. I'll be curious about that, but definitely a 2-1, because sometimes that's usually when a lot of the villains go home.
Yeah, that's right, because they pit them to get at each other.
Yeah, they always pick him and somebody else that's really after him. So it'll either be him
Chasen.
Chasen and Ed.
Yeah, Chasen. Because Chasen and Ed already have beef, but then everyone dislikes Chasen. So that is the group portion, or the evening portion of this group date. So everyone's pissed because Chasen takes her away first, right off the bat. And the other guys, like, while Chasen is away, all the guys are kind of chitter-chattering. It is really funny for me to watch these, though, and the guys, like, gossip more than the girls, almost, it seems. I always think
100%.
that's hilarious. Like, oh, and, you know, Chasen not be here for the right reasons, guys? I mean, what do you think? What do you think? I don't like him. I'm not trying to get caught up on looks, but I don't like the way he looks. I'm not attracted to him in any way.
Because he's the one that kind of looks like Nick, right?
I don't, he's just not cute. Google him real quick. Not. He doesn't look like it. I think Nick is cuter than him. He's just got a dumb look on his face all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Exactly. Hold your phone up to the screen. That one.
Let's zoom in.
Okay. Oh, and see, that is a much better picture than what he usually looks like. Yeah. I'm going to screen cap one of these pictures at some point here.
Do it.
And tell you, because, yeah.
No, he kind of does have that Nick Vale look. That's what people were thinking.
Well, that is a good picture of him, though. Because now do you remember him actually on the show? Like, that is like 100%. The glamour shots photo of what he actually looks like on this season.
That was their shots for on the Bachelorette.
Exactly. So he looks way better.
Yeah, he just kind of.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Okay, I don't like Bennett and I don't like Chasen, but I feel like Chasen's just kind of like.
And so, he's just.
Too fly.
I know. Go away. And everyone is giving him crap for not being like head over heels, like, oh my God, I'm so in love with Tayshia and I want to, you know, marry her. And, you know, he says he's like just still getting to know her, which that's valid. Like, that's valid. You've known the chick for 4 days, you know, you don't want to marry her already. What? You're not Dale? Okay, wait, sorry. So that's valid. They shouldn't be giving him shit for that, but I just don't like him. I'm not feeling his vibe. I think Tayshia's got much stronger guys there. All the guys are pissing, whining about him. I feel like he doesn't bring anything really to the group. And then the guys get whiny enough that somebody actually tells Tayshia that they don't think Chasen is here for the right reasons. And I can't say the word Tayshia and Chasen in the same sentence because
I know. Because they said that they found him using the same language to compare Tayshia to Claire.
That's right, the same verbiage.
And smoke show was one of the words, but he meant it in like a she's hot.
Is that what smoke show's supposed to mean? Because
I think so, because he keeps saying it, but I think some of the guys took it like, oh, she's a smoke show. She's just putting on a front.
Oh.
I think they're taking it like that because that's what Claire did.
Okay.
She was just putting on a front. She was a smoke show.
Because I thought a smoke show was like she's smoking hot.
I think that's what he tried to turn it into.
Okay. I mean, I didn't Google the phrase, but I was very confused on why, like, I guess on this type of a forum.
Either, but I know it can be both.
Okay.
I heard it talking about like a smoke and mirrors, like it's all just an illusion. And that's the way I took it when they said that he was saying the same thing about Claire, because we know she was a smoke and mirrors show. It was a dog and pony show. Mary had a shit planned.
See, and I took it as she's smoking hot.
I think he was trying to flip it. I think he was trying to. I think it could mean both. I think it could mean both. Like she's a smoke show, like she's smoking hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel like there's a lot behind.
Because,
I feel like there's a lot behind the scenes we didn't see because I was like confused on what the whole beef was about it. I mean, it's not the term I guess I would pick, but I didn't think it was so bad.
Me about it is I'm like, that'd be like being, I don't know. To me, it just like seemed so. Dude, there's so many other ways you can describe her as being beautiful and hot. Not say smoke show.
Yeah, I feel like that's more of like a derogatory kind of way to say it. I don't know, men.
What'd you get from Alicia today?
Men, yeah. So that's it. Oh, and then Tayshia actually confronts Chasen. So
she does.
Yeah.
I love that she does this stuff too.
Me
She
too.
does not let anything fester.
Nope.
And she confronts it head on.
Yeah.
And not in a dramatic,
like Claire.
I need to talk to you. It's like, hey, let's chat. This is what I'm hearing. Like, you tell me your side. And she has no emotion when she's usually talking to him because she's just trying to absorb so that they can't feed off of her.
Yeah.
So if she's getting upset, they're not getting upset. So she does a really great job of it.
She really does. She is a great Bachelorette.
I think it's because she was trained in the medical field. So bedside manner is so much. Remember, she was a not a phlebotomist. She was something in the medical field before she ever went on Bachelor.
Oh, I don't think I remembered that.
She doesn't do it now.
Okay.
The only reason why I remember it is because when one of the guys was asking what she did, she was like, oh, I do social media and like fashion and all that. But I'm like, no, that's not what you used to do. But that's what she does now. Obviously, she's not going to go back in.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to look it up real quick.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah, so all right, so that's the group date, guys. So she does confront Jason. They squash this. The group date goes to Ivan. Thank God it isn't Jason.
Mm-hmm. It was a phlebotomist. That's what she was.
Okay.
So she was a phlebotomist. So
you
have
did
to
remember
be really
that.
good at your bedside manner. You have to stay calm in situations.
So she's had some good training then on.
Just think about it. You got someone that comes in and get their blood drawn, and if you have someone like me that acts like a 2-year-old, like I don't do needles. So, anyways, so Ivan gets the rose, yes.
Okay, so Ivan gets the rose. So I put some thoughts on this date, or on this whole thing. Okay, I think Tayshia is really liking Ben and really liking to kiss him. That's what I've got from this. I think that she does, like we said, she's really great at how she does everything with the guys and how she talks to them. I think she does a great job at moving things along, making sure everybody gets their time. And, but not trying to spend too long with each particular person, Clarendale.
Yep.
And then I feel like we also should have played a drinking game of every time someone said grown man, we take a drink. Not a shot. We die. A drink. Just a drink. Because that was said a lot.
That was said a lot.
A lot. Yeah. Grown man. They really, played off that game in the beginning of the date. The whole way through. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was for the first date. Cocktail party, rose ceremony time. So, Jason already is exhausting me, and he's whining to the group again. And then Tayshia is actually annoyed too. So she's kind of over this. Like, she's done. Yeah. She's annoyed. She doesn't like it. And then, they do their regular thing, right? That Bachelor always does, but they're having to do it COVID style. So all the guys are trying to kind of pull out all the stops, and like one guy's got like noodles set up for them to eat. And it did shock me because we actually see them eating. We never see them eating. Ever.
We did.
But we got to see them
COVID.
eat.
They can't come stuff them full of food before.
So.
Did you ever hear that was one of the secrets? That's what they do. So if they knew that you, I
for the dinner date where they don't touch the dinner.
Yeah, because what happens is they know that if you're going on a date,
yeah,
they want you to be talking and communicating. So what they do is before your date, the producers come to and catering comes to your room or wherever you're at the house and basically makes them eat, puts a bunch of food out. So when they go on these dates, they're not hungry, but they encourage them to drink on them so that they open up more.
Well, of course.
So it's actually a tactic, and I think because of COVID, they can't have as many people coming in and doing all of that.
Okay.
So that's why they're eating, I'm sure.
That makes more sense. Yeah, because I always
about that, which makes sense because they don't want people trying to have these deep conversations and doing their things
while stuffing your face. But it always annoyed me, like, why put them at dinner then when those plates just go untouched all the time? And by the end of the date, like, the plate hasn't been touched at all. It's like, is it even real food? Like, how long has that been there? Does the crew get to eat it afterward? Like,
I would think so. And they probably get to eat a little bit after when they're finally done. But, yeah, I'm sure it's probably, and it's probably an extension of what was already, like, brought to their room because they never zoom in on the food.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like probably an extension of what they just ate.
It'd be straight to craft service after that.
Which is probably why they can't now because of COVID. So yeah, I read that somewhere and I was like, that makes sense.
Okay. That does make more sense. That's always bothered me on the other ones. That sitting there not eating. It drives me crazy.
When Carolina and I would watch and Carlos would watch with us, it was like the funniest thing to see how many times they don't eat. And I think it was shortly after that because the almighty, like, people listening in my iPhone knew I needed this article. Tell me the truth.
So they threw it on there on an ad for you, huh? All right.
Yep. And I bid, and I won't.
I do it too. I can only imagine what I'm going to get after we're talking about this with my phone sitting next to me.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of food stuff, I'm sure.
I know, I'm hungry.
Yeah. So, cocktail party. All right. Ed's still carrying around the baby, which I thought was cute. Jason's like a dog with a bone. He won't let this whole thing go with the drama. And, I mean, and with Tayshia being annoyed and then these guys, like, having drama and, like, fighting and kind of bickering and being in front of her, it never ends well. We see this time and time and time again. Usually the people who are squabbling, like, both of them get axed. Most of the time, both of them get axed. So they really just need to let it go. Otherwise, I don't see either of them sticking around because she wants people to actually get to know her. She doesn't want to spend her time listening to them whine and bitch about each other.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't either.
Nothing. I'm trying to teach my son, like, do not whine. Nobody likes whining. Nobody likes it.
How's that going for you?
Not be a whiner. He's actually good at it because
He actually is.
I will repeat back to him. I'll be like, meh, 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 and then I'll ask him, do you like that? Do you like when I talk like that? And he'll be like, no. And I'll say, is it annoying? And he'll go, yeah, it's really annoying. And I'll say, exactly. Nobody likes that. Don't whine.
I love it. Well, you've been doing that with him since birth.
Since he could talk. I'm like, I am not raising a whiny child who is going to grow up and get a girlfriend. And she's going to be like, oh, good Lord, you're a whiner. I don't want that.
Nope. Whoever
is going to be my future daughter-in-law, I'm trying, okay? If he ends up being a whiner, it wasn't because I didn't try. I am trying as hard as I can to, like, nix that on out of him.
You have been.
Okay, so we're starting with 19. We're at the doing the rose ceremony. She's got 16 roses to give out, so that means 3 must go. And the people who are going is Jay Smith. Don't know who these people are.
Nope, I don't know any of these 3.
Don't care. Peter, can't say the last name. And then Montel Hill. Too many guys. Don't know who they are.
I think, yeah.
That's who's gone.
I don't know.
So, and then Jason, the smoke show nonsense. He just keeps going on and on and on about it. That's another one we could get real drunk off of saying, because they never stopped saying that this episode either. And they do that to us a lot. Okay, so rose ceremony is over. We are now down to 16 guys. So, 16 guys. We have one more group date in this episode. And this one goes to Easy. I know who he is. Brendan. I think I know who he is. Joe. Jordan. Spencer. Ben. Ed. And Chasen.
Mm-hmm.
So I know who half of these people are.
Yeah, I know the majority of these ones.
And this one, they are going to make these guys wrestle for her love. So they bring in 2 female wrestlers, and they're going to, like, give the guys a real brief little, tutorial on how to wrestling. And they're going to actually get in the ring and wrestle. But it's not enough that they're going to get into their little wrestling suits and they're going to wrestle each other. They need to also be oiled up by Tayshia. So they give her a big old bottle of oil and a paintbrush.
Yeah.
And
I don't blame them. I would have done the same way.
I don't blame them either. I just left the things she gave them to do it with. Like, I don't know. Is it because it's COVID? Like, don't put the oil on with your hands. Here's a paintbrush.
Maybe she asked for something because all that oil on your hands.
Yeah, that's true. Or maybe she just didn't want to rub them.
Maybe. I mean, if she was using Rejuvenate, she wouldn't have that oil afterwards.
Yes, exactly. It was like just nice.
But then
Feels
it would
great.
never shine on him because it would absorb and actually
Feels great. But so now they're just going to be a slippery, wet, oily mess. And yeah.
And we know going into this, Jason and Ed are probably going to wrestle each other. Because why wouldn't they?
I mean, you know that because that's what Bachelor does. So, of course they're going to be paired together. That's just the way it is. I mean, yeah. At least they're in a controlled environment while they're trying to kill each other.
True.
You know?
True.
They got medics on standby.
However, Ed.
Poor Ed.
Yeah. Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing. Like, why didn't he say something in the beginning? Why did he let himself get changed?
Oiled.
He doesn't say a damn word until he's called to wrestle Chasen.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, oh, my shoulder. I've got a shoulder injury. And, you know, I really can't risk being hurt. I would hate to have to, you know, be put out and not get to know Tayshia.
I bet he's regretting that decision after what happened.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Because then they say, okay, well, does anyone want to wrestle for her love?
Which I was surprised they did that. Oh, yeah, that's right.
I was too.
Because they said, okay, so this was where I got confused in the beginning of this date. When they said, and you're going to wrestle in front of like a live audience, I was thinking, well, it's quarantine. Who's the live audience? Well, the live audience, stupid me.
I knew it would be the rest of the guys because that's what they did on the roast, too.
Yeah, is the rest of the guys that, you know, instead of sitting back home, the rest of the guys are there to end up wrestling. So, yeah I should have known that. Blonde moment. And then when he said, does anyone else want to wrestle for her love? That did actually surprise me because I just didn't expect it. And then who jumped over the fence? What was his name?
Noah. I just had to look at the notes to remember his name.
Okay, Noah. So Noah, like, hightails it.
I mean, and he was quick.
That was impressive.
Like, yes, me.
That fence was not short.
No. He was quick.
It was quick.
Ultimately ends up losing to Chasen. And then, of course, Chasen is named the ultimate winner.
I just don't like him.
They do that shit for TV. I know they do.
I know they do. I know. They're like, we know you all don't like him, so we're going to make him the winner. Which doesn't make... It's the same thing. That didn't make any sense. Like, who's picking these winners?
However, that gets completely overshadowed by Tayshia now inviting Noah to the second half of their group date.
That's right. Since he came and wrestled, she wants him to join the evening portion where they all get to hang out.
Which I don't blame her.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
But the guys are pissed because now they're walking away going, if I lose time because of Noah.
And he wasn't even on this date in the first place.
He wasn't even supposed to be there now.
Yep. So this... Thank you. So, yeah. So this date is going downhill fast with these guys' attitude because they're all just now, instead of focusing on getting to know Tayshia more, they're all just whining and being pissy about Noah joining.
I think a lot of it, though, is they're just, some of these guys are still just so scorned by Claire that they're scared it's happening again. And they're scared that they're opening up.
You think that's it?
I do. Because I think that, you know, there's certain guys that it appears that she's gravitating to.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's trying to have that time but open their heart but keep it protected.
I guess since I've moved on from Claire so fast, like, I'm not even practically remembering that these guys had anything to do with it.
But I think that's when it comes out. I think that's when they start to really think about it. Is they're just afraid that's happening again. But who knows? And it could just be these guys being bitchy because they want to be bitchy.
Yeah. And there's nothing else to do.
There isn't anything else to do. So...
Oh, I forgot the best part of the wrestling match. The guest commentator. Wells. Oh, yeah. I love him. Sorry, I just had to mention that because I love him. I hope he's like forever the bartender on Paradise because he's great.
Well,
And he found love, and I'm so happy for him. And he found it not on the Bachelor franchise.
Not in Bachelor Nation.
Not in Bachelor Nation, no. He will have a regular Bachelor Nation person. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Celebrity one, so you know.
Yeah, true. Hey, she's hot. Go Wells. All right, yeah, so how about Noah's mustache? The elephant in the room.
I'm glad he shaved it. I
thought it was pretty, like, oh God, what
very retro.
Bold of her to, like, tell him he needed to shave it.
See, I feel like we've seen that on the shows before where they ask the guys to do shit like that or cut their hair or shave. It was definitely bold of her.
I mean, I would have because, yeah, and he looks so much better without it.
He looks so much better. And then I feel bad where I thought he was just going to go and shave it, but he comes back so she can shave it. And the poor guy, I can't remember who he was sitting. I think she was sitting with Brandon.
Yeah.
And poor guy, Jordan. She was with Jordan with the glasses. And he's just like, well, I'll leave this up to you. And she's like, okay, well, let me finish this. So it's just adding fuel to that fire because he wasn't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And
I felt she should have finished up with him and then called Noah back or grabbed Noah. I thought the same thing as you. Because everyone's like, well, where is he? Where'd he go? He's been gone a long time. I thought he was going to shave it himself and then come back like clean face.
Exactly.
That was kind of weird for me, like, of her shaving it.
That was definitely weird. Yeah. And I feel bad because some of the guys, like, Jordan, like Brandon, Easy, Ben even, like, I feel like they just, like, are genuine good guys. And it's like, we'll let you decide, like, you know,
whatever
like
you feel.
He's trying to be polite the whole night. He wants to grab her, but he can't quite find. I feel like it would be really hard to find the right moment. Because I feel like whenever the Bachelor or Bachelorette comes back with one of the guys, even though they don't usually show it, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I always feel like there's 3 or 4 of them that are like,
my turn.
Yes, and it's kind of like whoever can speak first, you know. But some of these guys are so polite.
Yeah.
They don't want to interrupt.
They don't want to just jump in there and, like, get in anyone's way. I know. I feel like it'd be like, okay, guys, where you're seated right now, we're going to go from right to left. I'm just going to take you down.
If it were me, I would make the decisions. I'd be like, look, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Like, but.
I would too. I feel like I'd be more of like, you. Okay, I'm setting the timer. All right.
Exactly. Go. Like, I would be pulling them aside, especially if there was somebody I really wanted to chat with. 100%.
Yeah, I think so too. But, you know, and she does do a good job of, like, moving them along at least. So, so Noah comes back. He has her shave the mustache, which has just creeped me out, and I didn't like it. But much better. Huge improvement. Huge improvement. Oh, poor Ben. Like you were saying about Ben just waiting and waiting and waiting.
She comes back.
He just,
time to give out the rose.
Yeah, his plan, he had a good plan in theory. His plan was to, like, sit back and wait and not, like, try to jump in and get her time, but wait. And he wanted to be the last guy to talk to her right before she has to make the decision of who to give the group rose to.
And unfortunately, because Noah came back, that's why he didn't get his chance.
He didn't get his chance, because then he was like, hey, Tayshia, can I have some time with you now? And she's like, Ben, we're out of time. You missed your chance. So, poor Ben.
Not wrong.
I mean,
she's not wrong.
It seemed like a good plan.
It did. It definitely seemed like a good plan, and it sucks because had Noah not been there, he would have gotten it.
He would have gotten it.
But because Noah came back, otherwise he probably would have went after Jordan.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's what the date ended. So, I did think it was weird how he literally waited, though, until she picked up the rose.
To do it.
And is getting ready to do her speech. Like, why don't you do it when she's walking up?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, stand up then and be like, okay, my turn. I'm the only one who hasn't gone yet. But I don't know. It's so tough with this of, like, what the producers are doing, what they're telling them, what they're saying, what we're not seeing, what's done for drama, you know? But, so Ben's plan failed. Sorry, Ben. You get a fail on this one. Maybe next date. And
I think Ben's still safe, though. He'll be safe.
And everyone is going to be very thrilled with who she chooses to give the date rose to. Bum-ba-da-dum, Noah. Thank you, Noah, for letting me shave your stash. Here's a rose.
I mean, I feel bad for the other guys, but and I think this is the part where the guys do think it's like deja vu. Because this guy wasn't supposed to be on the date.
Yep.
He excitedly jumps the fence.
Yeah.
To come fight, and then she invites him on the date, spends the most time with him, and gives him the rose.
Yeah.
They're feeling a little jaded. They've got to be.
I don't think she should have given him the rose. I think she should have picked from the guys that were already.
100%. I think that, and I think Noah was one of the new guys though. I think he was one of the new ones.
One of the four. Okay.
Because one of them went home, and then Spencer was another one. I think Noah's the third, and I can't remember who the fourth is.
I can't either.
But I can see her gravitating more towards those guys because.
I know.
But then again, now they were initially there for Claire too.
I know. The only thing I'll give Noah is that he didn't jump over the fence uninvited.
True.
So it wasn't like he just was like, "Oh, fight him."
They said, "Who wants to fight for her?"
They said, "Who wants to fight for her?" And he jumped in. So that's the only thing I'll give him is that he did not do it without being asked. He also did not ask to come on the group date, at least, right? He didn't ask. It was Tayshia who brought it up. So I will give him that he did not just totally insert himself out of nowhere.
Right.
So
same.
Yeah, that's all I can say about him. And he looks way better without that creeper stash. So
100%.
Bye creeper stash. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, you can't take him home to mom like that. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's also got a white van. You know, one of those creepy ones that, like, you don't want your kids anywhere near? Yeah, he's got one of those. He says it's real comfy inside. Oh, no. God. Yeah. Sell the creeper van, shave the stash. No, Noah. And I didn't really, I think that's it. That's where we ended. So we're kind of right in the middle. They do this. Sometimes we end on a rose ceremony. Sometimes it's in the middle and we end, in the middle of these dates. So we had 2 group dates on this, but we did not have any one-on-one dates or any 2-on-1 dates. So we should have a one-on-one date coming up.
We've got one-on-ones coming up. Yeah. I think we got a couple one-on-ones.
Yeah. And he said, most people was going to get a one-on-one date, right?
Or a date.
A date. Okay.
But I think that was in reference to last week, before the last rose ceremony.
Okay.
But we shall see.
We shall see. We should have a few one-on-one dates coming up, though. Let's see who she picks. I'm very curious to see who she picks.
Yes.
Because I didn't write down all the people, so I'm not sure who's left. I didn't write down... I wrote down who was on the group date, but I didn't write down, I don't have the full list of the names. Because we have 16... No. Oh, okay. We got rid of this. Yeah, so I don't know. I would think it wouldn't be any of these guys who just went on the wrestling group date.
No. Watch Noah get one.
Well, he wasn't technically supposed to be on the group date. Oh, man. Oh, they're totally going to do that. That would create a lot of drama. Okay.
Well, he's already got a rose, but he could still go.
True. Oh, I'm going to love it if he goes on a one-on-one. I'm going to love it. That would be fun. I'd like to see that. Let's see the guys try to drown him in the pool the next time they go.
Seriously.
Yeah, because I don't know who else is going to go. I want her to get some one-on-one time with Easy because I think she has a good rapport going on with him.
Yeah, and I think he's just a good guy.
I think he's a good guy. I want Chasen to go. I want Bennett to go. Ed, while I like a lot of him, I don't like his stupid bickering with Chasen, and I think it makes him just look annoying. So, I don't know. I don't see Ed for her. Yeah, there's a handful of guys I'm already I don't think you'll be ending up. But then there's a couple of the guys where I'm like, you haven't gotten tons of time with him, but I think you might actually be really good with him. So,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see who who these guys go and what happens with these one-on-one dates. Because she's still got to give them a rose at the end or give them the boot. So
that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I'm like looking to see who some of the guys are to remember.
Who these other guys are. Yeah, we got to get...
I'm not going to be able
I know. There's so many of them.
Home.
That's why I haven't been putting tons of pictures up of the guys.
And we're almost done with
with the
we're
big...
almost getting down to where we can focus. I know Blake is one who has Blake might be a one-on-one.
Okay.
He wasn't on this
date.
He's the one with the mustache and he almost has an underbite.
Okay.
Little piranha.
I think they'll have 2 one-on-ones, right? Don't they usually have well, they'll have one if there's several group dates.
Yeah, there's usually 2 one-on-ones because it's usually a one-on-one, a group date, and a one-on-one.
And then a one-on-one. Okay. All right, so we're due some one-on-ones.
We'll see, because I think it'll be
Noah!
Not the next episode we watch, but in 2 weeks it'll be the 2-in-1. Yeah, the 2-in-1's coming up.
Oh, yes, because there's one more episode and then it's a break. Yes, we're going to have holiday breaks, guys. So, yeah. That'll be fun. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's all we got for you. Leave your comments below. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you guys think about these guys. If you have any favorites, if you have any villains, any guys you don't like and you want them to get the boot, let us know all of that. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, we'll see you guys back here for episode 7. All right? Okay.
Yes.